Do you ever feel burdened by guilt or responsibility for things that are beyond your control? In this video, we'll explore the profound teachings of Buddhism and discover the 7 things you are not responsible for. Lesson 1. You're not responsible for others. Buddhism emphasizes compassion and kindness, but it also teaches us the importance of understanding boundaries. You can care for others deeply without being responsible for their actions, choices, or life paths. Every person has their own journey. They must learn, grow, and experience life in their own way. Carrying the weight of someone else's life can create stress and unhappiness. It leads to a false sense of obligation. If you feel like you must always fix their lives, you are taking away their opportunity to grow. When you let them take charge of their own journey, you give them a gift. You allow them to learn, face challenges, and build resilience. Buddhism teaches that each of us has our karma. Karma means our actions create our experiences. If someone makes choices that lead to pain, they are responsible for that outcome. You are not. You can offer love, advice, and support, but the decision and responsibility are theirs. Remember that being responsible for someone else is not the same as being compassionate. Compassion comes from the heart, but responsibility comes from a sense of duty. Compassion allows you to help without losing yourself. Responsibility, when misplaced, can make you lose your peace. Let go of the idea that you must take care of everyone. Free yourself from the guilt of not being able to solve everyone's problems. The Buddha said that attachment is a root cause of suffering. If you attach yourself to the outcome of someone else's life, you will only create more suffering for yourself. Release that attachment. Trust that their path is unfolding as it should. Lesson 2. Let them handle their emotions. Emotions are powerful, but they are deeply personal. Buddhism teaches that emotions arise from within. They are shaped by our thoughts, perceptions, and attachments. You are not responsible for how others feel. If someone is angry, upset, or hurt, it is their emotion to process. Their feelings are a reflection of their inner world, not yours. Trying to control or change how someone feels can lead to frustration. It is not your duty to fix their emotional state. When you try to manage someone else's emotions, you lose connection with your own peace. The Buddha taught that mindfulness is the key to understanding our emotions. You can be present for someone and listen with kindness, but you do not need to carry their feelings as your own. Letting others handle their emotions does not mean being cold or indifferent. It means recognizing that you can support without taking responsibility. You can offer a listening ear or a comforting word, but the work of healing and understanding must come from within them. Every person has the power to transform their emotions. They can learn to let go of anger, fear, and sadness if they choose to. It is their journey of self-discovery. By allowing them to handle their emotions, you respect their ability to grow and change. Protect your inner peace by setting boundaries. If someone tries to blame you for their feelings, remind yourself of this truth. You are not their source of pain, nor are you their source of happiness. True happiness comes from within, and it is something they must find for themselves. Lesson 3. Their problems aren't yours. In life, everyone has problems. Challenges are a natural part of the human experience. Buddhism teaches us that suffering exists, but it is also temporary. You are not responsible for solving the problems of others. When you take on someone else's problems, you burden yourself unnecessarily. Their struggles are theirs to face and overcome. You can guide and support them, but you cannot carry their load. By doing so, you rob them of the opportunity to grow stronger. The Buddha taught that wisdom comes through experience. Facing problems helps people learn important lessons. If you solve every problem for them, they miss those lessons. They become dependent on you, and this creates an imbalance in your relationship. It is important to recognize your limits. You cannot fix everything, and that is okay. Accept that some problems are beyond your control. Focus on what you can do and let go of what you cannot. This is a practice of non-attachment, one of the core teachings of Buddhism. Sometimes, people may try to involve you in their problems out of fear or helplessness. Remember that you can be kind without taking on their pain. Show compassion, but do not let their struggles become your burden. Protect your peace and energy by setting boundaries. Trust that they have the strength within to overcome their difficulties. Just as the lotus flower grows beautifully in muddy water, people can rise above their challenges. Let them find their way. You are not responsible for carrying the weight of the world. Lesson 4. It's okay to say no. Saying no can be hard, but it is an act of self-care. Buddhism teaches us to honor ourselves and our limits. You do not need to say yes to everything to be a good person. It is okay to set boundaries and protect your peace. When you say yes out of guilt or obligation, you betray yourself. You take on tasks or responsibilities that drain your energy. This leads to resentment, stress, and unhappiness. Remember, you cannot pour from an empty cup. To help others, you must first take care of yourself. Saying no does not make you selfish. It makes you wise. The Buddha taught that balance is essential in life. If you give too much of yourself, you will have nothing left to give. By saying no, you create space for what truly matters. When you set boundaries, you teach others to respect you. People will understand that your time and energy are valuable. They will learn to manage their expectations and take responsibility for their own needs. Practice mindfulness when deciding what to say yes or no to. Reflect on whether it aligns with your values and well-being. If it does not, let go of the guilt and choose peace. Trust that the world will not fall apart if you say no. By saying no, you make room for growth and self-care. You can focus on your path and give your best to the things that matter most. This is not selfishness. This is wisdom and love for yourself. Lesson 5. Stop controlling everything. Buddhism teaches us to let go of control. Life is unpredictable, and trying to control everything leads to suffering. The more you try to force things to go your way, the more resistance you create. Letting go of control does not mean giving up. It means accepting life as it is. Trust that everything unfolds in its own time and way. The Buddha said that clinging to control is a form of attachment. Attachment creates fear and anxiety. Letting go creates freedom and peace. Understand that you cannot control other people. You cannot control their thoughts, actions, or choices. You cannot make them see things your way or do what you want. Trying to control them only leads to conflict and frustration. You also cannot control the future. Worrying about what might happen will not change anything. Live in the present moment. Focus on what you can do today. Let the future take care of itself. When you release control, you open yourself to the flow of life. You become more flexible and peaceful. You can adapt to changes and challenges with ease. Trust in the natural order of the universe. Trust in your ability to navigate whatever comes your way. Letting go is a practice. It requires mindfulness and patience. But with time, you will find that life feels lighter and more joyful. Stop holding on so tightly. Relax your grip and let life unfold naturally. Lesson 6. Don't fix what you can't change. Buddhism teaches us to accept what is. Some things in life cannot be changed, no matter how hard we try. Fighting against these realities only creates suffering. Learn to recognize what you can change and what you cannot. If you try to fix everything, you will exhaust yourself. Some problems are beyond your control. Some situations are meant to teach acceptance, not action. When you let go of the need to fix, you find peace. The Buddha taught that impermanence is a truth of life. Everything changes, and some things are beyond our influence. Accept this truth with grace. Focus on what you can control, your thoughts, actions, and responses. When you stop trying to fix the unchangeable, you free yourself from unnecessary stress. You can direct your energy toward what truly matters. You can find solutions to problems that are within your power. Letting go of the need to fix does not mean giving up. It means understanding your limits. It means trusting that some things are meant to unfold on their own. Practice patience and faith. Trust that life will find its balance. By releasing the need to fix everything, you open your heart to acceptance and peace. You allow yourself to live in harmony with life's flow. This is one of the greatest lessons of Buddhism. Lesson 7. Focus on yourself. Buddhism teaches that the path to peace begins within. When you focus on yourself, you create a foundation for a balanced and joyful life. Self-care is not selfish. It is necessary. Your happiness does not depend on others. It comes from your thoughts, actions, and mindset. When you focus on your growth, you inspire others to do the same. You become a source of light and strength. Meditation is a powerful tool in Buddhism. It helps you connect with your inner self. It allows you to observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment. Through meditation, you can cultivate mindfulness, compassion, and inner peace. Focusing on yourself does not mean ignoring others. It means finding balance. It means taking care of your needs so that you can help others with an open heart. When you are centered, you can give your best to the world. The Buddha taught that self-awareness is the key to transformation. Understand your thoughts, desires, and fears. Work on letting go of what no longer serves you. Embrace the qualities that bring you closer to peace and happiness. Make time for activities that nurture your soul. Spend time in nature, practice gratitude, and connect with loved ones. These moments of joy will strengthen your spirit. Remember that you are responsible for your happiness. No one else can create it for you. By focusing on yourself, you honor the sacredness of your journey. You create a life filled with purpose and peace. These 7 lessons, rooted in Buddhist wisdom, guide us toward a life of freedom and inner harmony. Let go of what is not yours to carry. Embrace the path of mindfulness and self-compassion. By doing so, you will discover a life filled with joy, balance, and peace.